Welcome to Offutt Air Force Base. May I see your ID? Those were the first words I heard when I drove to the gate at Offutt Air Force Base in Nebraska. Their motto is "The sun never sets on the fightin' 55th." To explain that, the unit that went and dropped the bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki back in 1945, the unit was called Fightin' 55th. The blast was so bright it seemed that the sun had never set. So that is what the motto means. I lived on the base from July of 2014 to April of 2018. It taught me the value of safety and all the benefits of living in a homogenous community. Now I will talk to you about the value of safety, the importance of the military, having a sense of community, and convenience while living on base. First of all, we all value safety. The base values safety very much, with checking IDs at the gate before you even come on. Only certain places could come on base because they had access. You had to get a background check. There's a lot of safety precautions. There were community policing on base in the neighborhoods. Daily, there was always patrolling. I never locked my doors because it was just very safe. Now that I've talked to you about the value of safety, I will talk to you about military life. Everyone is wearing uniforms. Everywhere you look, there's combat boots, there's camo, there's everything, everywhere you go. And what was weird for me when I was first living on base is that I was dating someone who was in the military at the time, and you can't kiss or hold hands when you're in public and you're in uniform. So that was very weird, accustomed to get used to. And there's also alarms. There was an alarm in the morning called Reveille. They played the national anthem in the middle of the day, and then they played Retreat at around 10 o'clock at night. So that was kind of nice because you could tell what time of the day it was by the alarms, but the alarms weren't the best thing. And the national anthem that would play in the middle of the day, you had to completely stop where you were, when, like if you were driving, and salute the flag. Lastly was, you had to remember a lot of like the jobs and titles that everybody had. I had to learn what the stripes meant, how many were for what rank, all those types of things. Just learning what the military terminology is. Now that I've talked to you about military life, I will talk to you about a sense of community. When you live on base with other military members, you really have a sense of community. You all live next to each other. Spouses and dependents all come together and do different events together. The CDC is on base, and you would all kind of meet there sometimes, or there's the commissary, all those types of things. What was kind of cool is that everyone came from different backgrounds. Everyone came from all over the world because you never know where you're going to get stationed when you're in the military. So, you had people that lived in Japan and got stationed in Germany, and then they came to Offutt. So it was really cool to see all the different cultures and where people came from. Now that I've talked to you about a sense of community, I will talk to you about living in convenience. It was kind of nice because everything was so close to each other. I could easily walk to anything. There was a gas station right on base that I could go to before I left anywhere. There was a clinic right outside of base where I could go and get vaccinations, anything. It was all right there. And then what was kind of cool is that the flight line was in the middle, and so it was horseshoe shaped, so you had to go around the flight line to get anywhere, which was, a little bit annoying. But so you had the housing and then the flight line, and then on the other side of the flight line you had everything else, like the BX, you had the clinic, you had the commissary, which is where you buy groceries, all that kind of thing. The military taught me a lot of things, and now that me and my husband are technically in the military anymore or not living on base, you start to realize how different it is being a civilian. In the end, living on a military base taught me the value of safety, the importance of the military and what it means, living on a convenience, and having a sense of community. So referring back to my quote, you can take away that the military, they never sleep. They're always working 24/7. They're always ready for duty. Every day, the sun never sets. Now that we're a veteran, we took for granted the benefits of living on an Air Force base. Thank you.